young and restless and apparently hungry, very hungry. Because to hear McDonald's tell it, millennials like to eat. And millennials, those 19 to 34, really like to eat fast food. But they mix their cravings for quarter pounders with cravings for social justice. So if they think, just even think, that you take advantage of your workers, they won't take advantage of your store if you're a Walmart, or your restaurant if you're, I don't know, a McDonald's. So McDonald's trying to get ahead of that. When they see fast food workers protesting for higher wages, does that then mean that younger customers avoid the fast food restaurants that don't pay them? Well, we thought we'd ask a millennial, Michelle Fields, who barely qualifies because she's actually 19, has her doubts. Anyway, what do you think of that, Michelle, that your generation would sooner pay a lot more for a burger than to go to a place that doesn't pay its workers enough?
Well, look, when I see that, it just makes me shake my head. To see McDonald's employees protesting at a shareholders meeting, demanding more money. They get paid $8.25, and they want $15. Look, we have 7.5% unemployment right now. So many people are struggling to get a job. So many people that I graduated with are knee-deep in student loans, can't find a job. I think if you have a job, you ought to be thankful that you have a job in this economy.
All right, so your fellow millennials feel the same way, because a lot of them sympathize with workers who are making the case that they're somehow taken advantage of and that it's not fair, it's not right. You say they can discern some differences.
I think so. And I think that when you have a cheap product, that's what drives people to your store. That's what drives your business. And if there's a cheap product for me, yes, I may care about social justice and whatnot, but if there's a cheap product, I'm going to go get it. And look, if you raise these wages through intimidation, through protests, through what have you, minimum wage laws, that doesn't make the economy better. That's not social justice. What ends up happening is there are more people unemployed, and these costs end up being transferred over to me, to us, to consumers, because businesses have to pay for that.
But the argument for this was that a lot of young folks would sooner pay a little bit more, obviously not double the price of a burger, I guess, but a little bit more to see that workers are treated and paid more.
Well, I don't think that they're being treated unfairly. I think that they're getting a livable wage. They're trying to say that it's not a livable wage because if you work part-time at McDonald's, you are below the poverty line. But if you work full-time, it is absolutely a livable wage. And I think most people are not in favor of unions. We're seeing union membership at an all-time low, and young millennials don't like unions either. And the reason why is because they realize if they join a union, they may end up like the Hostess Bakery Union, which ended up leaving all of their members unemployed.
Yeah, all right, well, we'll see. Michelle, the dirty little secret is you've never eaten a burger. You just eat salads and all that stuff. But I like that you played along. Michelle, it's very good seeing you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.